Hey everybody, it's Rebecca Lee here and happy Wednesday. It's really good to see you all. So I'll be here tonight doing intuitive oracle card readings. Hi Robert. Hi everybody. Hello, New York. Wow, nice to see you, darling. So I'm here tonight doing intuitive oracle card readings. I have a couple of decks called to me tonight. Of course, I have the Love Blocks cards, Unlucky Love Blocks cards, which is my deck. They would have been around for 10 years next year, so there'll be a second edition coming out next year, which is really exciting. So they're really great to help with love, relationships, self-love, anything really. So if you'd like an Unlucky Love Blocks card tonight, you're welcome to pop that into your comments. And I just was guided tonight to bring two other decks. I've got the Earth Magic cards by Steve Farmer. So if you'd like an Earth Magic card, just put in Earth Magic and I'll pull you one of those cards. And the third deck I've got is one of Doreen's again, Doreen Virtue, and I've got her Life Purpose card. So if one of those pulls you, I can pull one of those for you. So as I've been saying, this is my third week here at Spiritual Events Directory, doing a live TV show, and I really feel like that a lot of what's happening is a lot of the readings serve as a double message. And so some of the things that I say, it's not necessarily just for that one person that I'm reading for. Often there's a message in there for many people. So if you're happy to just sit back, enjoy the show, listen to people's readings, and I just kind of get a bit of a pull when I see someone's name jump out. It's just a very random intuitive thing. A lot of you guys, I don't know who you are, so it's really just where I feel drawn energetically. So yeah, I have my little laptop here, usually to just help me see the comments, so I'm not looking on the phone. So if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at your comments, and I'll just be drawn to people. I like to write their names down as well. Sometimes I'm just going to sort of say things for us all collectively. There's messages that come through, and I will just sort of do that throughout the hour, just give a message for all of us. The big thing that really came to me strongly tonight before coming on, Spirit wanted me to give everybody a message around depression. And it's very interesting, this came up today, and a lot of people are really sort of battling a hopelessness or a sadness. I know there's a lot of anger and a lot of things happening in the world right now, but Spirit really wanted me to focus on the actual feeling of depression and feeling depressed. And I was listening to a very special lady talk today, and it was interesting. Amongst all of that, she said the words, it was basically, we don't want to get rid of our depression. We don't want to throw that away. We want to use our depression as a doorway into our shadows and into our hearts, but we also want to use it as a connector to others and a way to relate to others. I think we all underestimate how many of us can be in that shadowy place within us, and we feel very isolated there, and we feel different there, and it makes us feel odd and alone. And the truth is that so many people are feeling that way. So it was really interesting to not want to rid ourselves so much of it, but use it as a doorway and to walk through it and to use it as a connection to others. So have a feel into that and think into that, because I thought that was a very, very different perspective and a very different way to look at it. So that was one of the things that I wanted to share first and foremost, and we'll see what else comes through. So I'm just going to have a bit of a look and see who I've got here. I like to write your names down because I do get a little bit lost. Okay, so let me go and have a look, see who we can pull a card for, do the first reading for. Okay, so just bear with me. I'm actually going to go straight into Annette. And I might just write a couple of names down. Annette Armiento. Sorry, Annette, if I'm pronouncing that wrong. So you would like an Earth Magic card. Armiento. One Queen. Darling, I know you've told me your real name before, but One Queen, where is she? The names move too fast. One Queen, darling. I have to see what your name is. You might not want to tell me your real name. That's okay. That was an Unlock Your Love Locks card. Earth. And that was an AUYLB. One Queen. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Dal. One Queen. Yajara Holloway. It's Yajara. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. Okay, thank you. All right, I'm going to pull you two lovely ladies a card, and I'm just going to have a quick look. I want to go with Lauren Elizabeth Thorpe, and I'm going to pull you a life purpose card. So let me just focus on these three ladies. Lauren Elizabeth, and that's for a life. All right. So let's start with Annette. So she is asking for an Earth Magic card. These are beautiful deck of cards. Again, I was saying last week I have a lot of cards, and I haven't used a lot of them for a long time. So I really love pulling them out and reconnecting with them and being able to pull cards for you guys. So that's really cool. So let's just see what's happening with Annette, and I'll tune into her energy, you know, and we get pulled to different decks of cards at different times in our lives for different reasons. So straight up, first and foremost, obviously, Annette, I would say that you do need to ground a little bit. I can feel that you can get quite heady and almost a little, just on the edge, just a little bit dizzy. So, you know, Earth Magic is definitely what you need now, putting your feet on the ground. I'm seeing you like hugging trees, you know, it really is good for the soul, and it really does bring you back into your body. And what I'm getting for you is that when things are really challenging, or really hard, or it's more about making decisions for you, I feel like when you need to make a decision on you're not sure what way to go, it can be very easy to pull out of our body. Our energy just sort of kind of goes up or out all sorts of ways when we're not sure of what way to go, or when, you know, when we need to make a decision and we're scared of making that decision. So to power up and to feel really strong, it's really important to be really conscious of coming into your heart, coming into your body, breathing, noticing your feet on the ground, you know, being out in nature, feeling the tree, or just, you know, I feel like you're a really kinesthetic sort of person. You know, for you to actually feel arrived, you actually need to feel it, you need to touch it. So it's really important for you to touch the tree, to touch the earth, to have bare feet. Okay, so this is all to help you come back into your body and to help you make a decision. So the card that's just jumped out for you, Annette, is Fire and Passion. And, you know, so this is really just telling me that, you know, the decision that you need to make is obviously, I could say that it's about work, but it's more than work, you know, it's more than just doing a job every day. I feel like it's about, you know, knowing who you are and understanding who you are. I feel that you may have come through a lot of things and you're changing as a person, and perhaps your mind is opening and you're seeing the world and yourself and your life a lot differently. And so that, you know, when we go through these transitions, we can feel really uneasy in ourselves, you know, and we kind of sort of lose our bearings a bit, like, well, who am I now? I don't really know. And it makes us feel a little bit vulnerable. So this card, I feel, is saying to you, you know, just remember your fire and your passion. Like, there's a spark in you, there's a fire in you, and let that guide you. Okay, you do need to be in your body more. You do need to make decisions. I'm also feeling like something in the back of your neck as well. So I don't know if you have been getting any sort of neck pain or anything like that, but I'm getting the word flexibility. So it's really important to be strong and know who you are and know your opinions and your beliefs, but your message is to be flexible as well, and you might think things need to go one way, but just be flexible, because I just feel like there's other doors around you for you to go through. So I hope that helps you, darling. And you know, it's at the same time, I want to say it's exciting time for you, and you can make the decision, and don't be afraid of making the wrong decision, okay? Because I feel you're a very, very smart lady and you know what to do. Okay, so that was for Annette. I hope that helps, honey. Okay, all right, so now I'm moving to oh my god, how do I say it? Yajara, sorry, darling. This is for you. This is the Unlock Your Love Blocks card. So these are my cards. As I was saying earlier, they'll be 10 years old next year. So they've been out for a while. I've been doing this work for a long time. And I created these cards probably about 12 years ago. They first came to me and I started writing them. I was in Hawaii for a period of time with my family, and a lot come through there. And yeah, the beautiful Agnesh Rose from Give Them Wings did the artwork for me. And yes, it's quite amazing. And it's been a really, really fast 10 to 12 years. So let's just see, tuning in on your energy, honey. Let's just see what comes forth for you. Yeah, okay. I'm actually hearing the Beatles song when I tune in on you. All you need is love. Do, 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 do. And this song is just playing over, right? The Beatles, and it's the Beatles. So, honey. I feel, you know, and I'm just gonna watch my words, because, you know, guys, I don't like to get really super duper personal on here. I'll say, I want to give you some insight and give you an idea of who I am and how I read and how I work with people. But, you know, sometimes I just need a moment to really sort of pick what I choose to share out here in a public forum for you, and what I feel like, you know, I don't feel like that. I feel like doing this type of work is very personal, and it's a very humbling place to be, and it comes with responsibility. And, you know, I take it very seriously what I want to put out there for somebody, I guess, because I'm a really private person. So, you know, I like to respect people's privacy. But I feel, darling, that you do protect your heart and you protect yourself really well. I feel that you have like a strong exterior, but you have a very, very big and beautiful and sensitive heart, and you have a way of protecting yourself and making sure that you keep yourself safe. And in doing so, you know, and I feel like you've been that way from a really young age. I feel that when you were young, you could have been a bit of the rebel or the warrior, sticking up for people's rights, sticking up for people generally, all people. And, you know, but that can come out of a bit of a price for you energetically. It can be exhausting. So depending where you're at and how you're managing things in the world right now, you could be feeling a little bit exhausted. You could be feeling a little bit misunderstood. But the general message here for you is you're going to have to let your walls down a little bit, honey, to let people in. Okay, so it's just, it takes a little bit of work and a little bit of trust and a little bit of navigating. I feel like you're really intelligent and you can think your way through this, but I think for you now, it's moving to the next level of intelligence and really going back into your heart and trusting the power of your heart again. In the past, it might have led you into, you know, places where it's been really damaging, or, you know, there's been consequences for that. But you know what? You've learned a lot and you've lived a lot. And I want to just say it's okay for you to trust yourself again. You know, you are you are more emotionally smart now, okay? So this can help you, the mind, the intelligence, but it can only take you so far, and then it'll start blocking you, you know, from the next level of experience that you want to have in life. The Unlock Your Love Blocks card you got, honey, is forgive. Okay, so, and you know, forgiveness comes a bit loaded with some people, because, you know, some people can misunderstand what the energy of forgiveness is, you know, and I don't want to focus on so much that this is forgiving other people, although that it might be. I feel like it's more forgiving yourself, and really just allowing yourself to be human and understand that, you know, it's almost impossible for us to come through and know what we know now back then. Okay, so there's this part on our healing journey that we need to learn to forgive ourselves for not knowing what we know now. Like, you know, it's really important part of the journey. So I want to say to you, forgive yourself and trust yourself. Okay, and trust that you can manage whatever's going to come around you at the time. You don't have to start pre-planning or bringing in your energy and protecting yourself in preparation to be hurt. Okay, I want you to open yourself up more and trust that you can manage what comes up in the moment, if and when it comes up. So I hope that helps, honey. Sending you massive love. I really love the feel of your energy, and I really relate, honey. So I hope you can relate to that. Okay, all right. So let me just look down here. You're welcome, darling. Thank you. Okay, so I've got another person here. So Lauren Elizabeth, I am pulling a life purpose card for you. So let me just tune into Lauren's energy and see. And you know what, that last message, that's for a lot of people there, especially when we've been big-hearted in the past, and when we have empathy, and you know, like, just even the people that just love, like, there's been a time where you've loved life and you just dive all on in, right? And then we start getting beaten around a little bit, and it's like, holy shit, and we just start battening down the hatches, or something really bad happens, or we get beaten down, and you know, and then sort of life just sort of takes over, and we go down this path, and all of a sudden we sort of think, gee, you know, like, I'm not that naive anymore, I'm not that stupid anymore or silly anymore. It's like, well, you know, we are, and we can go back to being that loving life and big-hearted and fun person, but we know ourselves more now, and we can navigate it better because we've had those experiences. So I feel it's a time for a lot of people who have been like that, and you know who you are. I might not be putting it into the exact words, but I just trust that you're going to feel my messages, because I can't always get the right words, but you know, it's time to open back up again. You know, it's time to sort of open our energy field, and it's time to enjoy and play and love again. So I feel like that's for a few of you tonight. Okay, all right, so I'm with Lauren Elizabeth, and she's got a life purpose card coming. So I'm just going to take a moment, and I'm just going to tune into Lauren's energy. Okay, so Lauren, if you're here, I feel really short of breath. I feel a little bit of shortness of breath when I tune into you. And yeah, look, maybe that you have, maybe that you know, have a condition or something physical, but I feel it's more energetical. Like, I feel like that maybe there's some anxiety there with you. There's just this really quick, shallow breathing. Like there's an anxiousness. There's a feeling of not trusting yourself. There's a feeling like there's a panic. Okay, so this is what's coming up around, you know, you for life purpose. Okay, so, and this is the card that wants to come. So let me just feel into this a little bit more for you. Yes, so definitely need to calm the farm. Okay, need to take a breath and need to not make rush decisions is what I'm getting. Okay, like I feel like you have to, you feel like you have to make moves quickly, or you have to move quickly, and it's not what I'm getting for you. It's not what I'm feeling. You don't feel centered. Okay, so you need to go back within and you need to center yourself and you need to get yourself right, and then make a decision on what you want to do. The card that you've got, the life purpose card, is music. And it says your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. So maybe there is, maybe part of what you offer is chanting or through the voice. I feel like that could be a gift of yours, because I'm showing the throat chakra. But for you, I'm getting taken down straight to the third chakra again, where there's this anxiety. The blocks in the third chakra are really around being afraid of how we present ourselves to the world and what people think about us. And it's also the center for our confidence and, really being able to put ourselves out there and be who we really are. So I feel like for you to get back into that place of trust in self, knowing who you are, feeling confident who you are, is the first and foremost thing you need to do. And music could help you find your center. Music can help you get there. But I'm also just showing that, part of your gift to the world is through the throat chakra. So I'm getting like singing, chanting, but it also could be speaking as well. So hopefully that helps you, Lauren. And I'll leave that there with you. Okay. All right, beautiful one. So I'm going to look for a couple more people now and do some more cards. And let me just go back up the list here. Yes. Okay. I just want to go to Aya Worry. Thank you for telling me how to pronounce your name. I appreciate that. So let me just write down your name, Aya. So what did you, I've lost you now. I can't remember what you wanted. I think you were just looking for general direction, so we'll just see what happens there. Aya Worry, double R. Okay, so I'm just going to pick a couple of people at a time, and then I'll do those readings. Okay, let me just keep going down. Woo. So yeah, definitely the breath I'm feeling for you all, just to breathe a bit more and be conscious of your breath. And yeah, I can feel a lot of you are really going to be opening up your third eye as well. And there's so many of you that are having shifts around who you are. And, how you've seen yourself is really starting to change. And some of you might be feeling a bit lost in who you are. What do I believe? What side of the fence am I on? Whatever. I'd encourage you to just rise above any divide and go even further, like see the whole planet, see us all together. So that would be my advice feeling into you all as I scroll through here. Lots of third eye openings happening. Sorry, I'm just finding, I'm going to go with Geetha. Sorry if I've spelt your name, pronounced your name incorrectly. Geetha Madani. Geetha, will my relationship come back, please? Will my relationship come back? Oh gosh, I got headaches when I start tuning into you. Will my relationship come back? All right, we'll have a look at that. And I'm just going to go through. And I'm going to go with Jenna Faust. Jenna Faust, and she would like a Earth Magic card. All right. I'm actually going to start with Geetha because I feel like I'm with your energy, darling. So her question was, will my relationship come back? Okay, so let's just just see what's going on here. When I tune into you, darling, I just feel headaches. So that could be, you know, actually physically happening, or the whole situation is just one big headache. Maybe a bit of both, hey? Sounds a little bit like it. Sounds a bit like, it feels hectic, honey. It feels hectic. It feels, I kind of feel like you're both a little bit addicted to, the drama of it. Now, actually, I want to word that in a different way, because you know what? This is what I'm getting for you, and you're so not alone in this, but sometimes when we've got our karmic patterns playing out in relationships, when we've got unhealed wounds, we've got love blocks, okay, we'll have these situations play out, and we can go through these scenarios with our partners, and it could be like the same thing happening over and over again, and we kind of get a bit used to that is how we relate to each other. That's how we give each other attention. That's how we get attention. This is how we have love. And then there's this sort of piece where we have the argument. We go through all of that. We come back and we make up, and it sort of just goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And this is just what I'm showing here, is just this spiking, going up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's like this roller coaster ride. And you know what? We can get really, really used to that. You know, we can get used to that as being the way that we relate to each other, the way we love each other, the way we receive love. But it will start to wind down. I'm actually getting told by Spirit that this is a cosmic soulmate relationship. So these relationships are when we've known each other in the ethers, in the stars, in different vibrations. The energy is different. We don't have these dense physical bodies, and you know, it's what it sounds like. It's cosmic, it's sparky. It's like when the cosmic lovers come together, it's like boom, and there's a strong physical attraction, and it's hot and heavy, and everything's really quick, and you know, it's almost like people's brains can go out the window when they meet a cosmic lover, right? This can happen at the beginning. But what ends up happening is like this energy, it can't sustain itself, and it kind of ends up fizzling out quite quickly. Spirit's telling me this is cosmic lover relationship, and you know, honey, I can feel like that there's a time that you've missed, and that you really loved that, and you loved the intensity. But what Spirit's telling me is like, that's not sustainable all the time. And it's like, if this relationship was going to last, you would both have to get comfortable in the mundane and the daily and the boring life, day-to-day life things as well, you know, because I feel like there's that one or both of you just need it to be sparking and booming all the time. And if it's not like that, you start to feel anxiety, or start to think, oh gosh, like it's not happening, or it's not how it should be. You know, no relationship can hold that energy all the time. So look, in answer to your question, it would take a very, very serious sit down for this relationship to come back together and actually work, and not go back into the pattern. I think that there is a chance that you could come back together again, but it would be back into that cycle. It would be maybe okay, or maybe like really hot and heavy, or you know, how intense or whatever, and then it'll go boom again, you know, part again. So if you guys were going to make it, it is going to take some really serious hard work and commitment, and a lot of work within yourselves to find your center and have things be okay, even in the mundane. Okay, so there's a lot there, darling. I hope that gives you something to think about and made some sort of sense to you. I'll leave that with you. yeah, I think that's all I want to say there, Geetha. As I'm talking about this, the headache's leaving. So when that's happening, I feel like I'm saying what Spirit wants me to say. So I'll leave that with you, darling. And yeah, sending you lots of love. Okay, so that was for Geetha. Okay, and I didn't get Geetha's last name, but she had a question, will my relationship come back? All right, so I'm going to go to Aya now, Aya Worry. Now she had just a general general question. So I'm just going to feel into her energy and see what comes up for Aya. I was actually really drawn to your name because one of my friends named her baby Aya, and it was a message that she got from Spirit for that name. It's a really very, very high vibrating name. So acknowledging you for your name and where that came from. Very, very beautiful. So general. I'm actually getting to put that deck of cards down and grab another deck for you. And I have to find that deck. Okay. Well, that's really interesting. Oh, here they are. Okay, I was just going to say, oh my God, my cards are just left. So Aya, I'm grabbing the Earth Magic cards for you. And yeah, let's just see what comes up. Yeah, I'm feeling some real tension in your neck as well. Someone else is already feeling that tonight. So there might be a lot of tension in the necks out there in general. I want to say there's lots of meanings and, you know, medical intuition meanings for necks, and can be very complex. But generally what I'm feeling for everybody tonight is this is around flexibility and about being flexible and about being able to look all around us and see all around us, okay, and even behind us. So this is just what's coming up, Aya. So just having the capacity. I actually feel like there's a grandmother in spirit who wants to speak with you. She just sort of shows me a star, like she's showing like this star energy all around you. So she's coming down from the stars. And she's telling me, she's quite strong, and she's saying like she has the capacity. She has the capacity to look all around her, take a look around her, and see what she needs to see. She's telling you to be strong, and she's giving me bear medicine as well. So hopefully this will resonate with you on some level. This could be about it could be about a man, it could be about a boy too. So this could play into what's happening there. Yeah, so, and I think what she's saying is to use your wisdom, to use your strength in all areas of your life. So when it comes to dating, relationships, you know, men, okay, all areas of your life, use the magic, use the wisdom, okay. The card that you've got is the Shaman card, and this is for Aya, okay, and it just says ancient healing wisdom. Now, and you know what? I think that's what she's here for. Okay, the grandmother that I'm feeling around you, I feel like this is what she's here for. I feel like she's just saying, you know what, no more stuffing around. I feel like you've been stuffing around a little bit, maybe distracting yourself with things that have just taken you off path. I feel like you were focused on something, or you were looking at doing something, and now you've sort of been pulled this way or pulled that way. So, you know, I just feel like she just wants you to just come into your center, and she wants you to use the wisdom that's inside you and use what's been given to you, okay, whether you were given wisdom physically in this physical life, or it's being passed down energetically and through spirit, and also just remembering what's in your own soul as well. Like there's a wisdom in there. Make sure you look around, and see the whole picture, and don't, she's kind of like, and she's saying, don't cut your nose off despite your face. So, you know, she just wants you to just, you know, be the bigger person and see the whole picture. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Aya. There wasn't a specific question, so I hope that you can relate that. You wanted something general. I hope that you can relate that to what you were thinking about, and I will leave that there. And just know that this that you can talk to this grandmother, okay? Like, she's really strong. I feel her quite clearly. So she's absolutely available to you. She feels healed. She's a we have different sorts of ancestors. Some of our ancestors are still working on their stuff. Some haven't really sort of healed or cleared, and they can be a drain on us. And others are, you know, they've really sort of gone through the process and they're healed and they're ready on the other side to serve. And I feel like she's done that. So, you know, you've just got such a support there for you. I really encourage you to use it, okay? And for anybody that wants to, you know, connect with their ancestors and, you know, like, it's really important that we all know where we belong, and we all have ancestors, and we all have medicine men and women in our ancestral lines. And you know, setting up a little altar or a little place in your home that's just dedicated to your ancestors, and you know, you can place some offerings on there for them, you know, and call the healed ones into your life and ask them to support you, ask them to help you know where you belong and how to move forward. You know, the ancestral work can be very, very powerful. I do a lot of that in my Healing with the Ancestor workshops, and ancestral work has literally changed my life. So anyone that wants to just get started on their own, I recommend setting up a little space in your home, an altar, you know, a couple of things on there that acknowledges the ancestors, okay, and invites the healed ones in to start having a relationship with them. So there's a lot there. And of course, if anyone wants to know about that, let me know. Okay, so that was for Aya. Thank you, Aya. And the next card I've got is another Earth card, and that was for Jenna Faust. So Jenna, I'm coming your way now, honey. Okay, so I'm just tuning into Jenna's energy. I feel like when I first tune in on you, I feel a little bit heartburny, or maybe like it's heartburn or some digestive stuff, Jenna. That feels like it's going on. I feel that what's happening at the moment is that you're sort of looking at your life and having a bit of a life review and sort of tackling bits and pieces in chunks, in bite-sized chunks is what I'm getting. I'm getting something around your dad as well there. So I'm not sure whether this is someone trying to come through, or, you know, the things that you're working towards is, you know, working to heal is around your dad or father figure, or the masculine in general. I'll just see what's going to come out for you. Yeah, so I'm with Jenna right now, okay? So Jenna Faust, I'm just tuning into her energy. I'm getting really strained eyes as well, Jenna. So there's lots of things, lots of energy sort of coming out in the physical body as they do. Yeah, so that you could actually have a few physical things going on as well, and this just feels all related to things that you're processing on an emotional level, on an energetic level. I want to say to you, keep going. You're doing well. I don't feel like you've got a lot of encouragement around you, or perhaps that, you know, people just aren't really sort of seeing how much you actually really do and what you really do. I just feel like the message from Spirit is like that you're being acknowledged and you're being seen. As I said to you before, I felt a man. I keep getting your dad, so it could be your dad coming through, because I just feel, and if I'm wrong, there's like a male energy, okay? If your dad hasn't passed away, I'm not sure, trying to quickly do all this, but I just feel like the message is, you know, to keep going, that you're seen and that you're encouraged and that you're supported, and you haven't had a lot of that. And I feel this person maybe sorry for that, for something, but you're receiving it now, and it's like he just wants to prop you back up, stand you back up, and just give you a big push to go. Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Like that, just don't feel hopeless. Okay. I just feel like Spirit just wants to give you a big shove and just say, you know what? You know who you are. Don't, you know what? And this is for everybody. Sometimes we wait around for people to encourage us and to push us and motivate us and give us that. And, you know, sometimes we just don't have the people around us that think about that or have the capacity to do that. And that's when we've got to dig deep and we've got to get in and we've just got to do this for ourselves, because otherwise we look back in 10 years, 20 years, and we've wasted our life and we think, geez, I just should have got off my ass and I should have just went for it. It's like the message for you is just now, just do it now. Okay, just get up and do the things that you want to do, the things that you feel that you need to do. You need to do that. Oh, I'm just feeling grief. I'm just feeling grief. So I just feel like there is a connection with this person in spirit. I'm feeling a lot of grief is giving you this message, and it might be you receiving this message. Gotta breathe. And the card that came through is dance and celebration. And I'm just getting that, you know what, you are celebrated. You are celebrated in spirit, and they celebrate you. And you know what? You live your life from now on in honor of them. You know, you do not hold yourself back because of the pain of our ancestors of the past. We go forward and we live big and we live well, and we honor our lives, and we do it in honor of them. Okay, and this is what is coming forward for you, that you are celebrated. And I just also feel like there's something coming that you will be celebrated. Where it could be someone's birthday or something around now or coming soon. So yeah, so I'm just getting just such heart energy from spirit to you. And as I said, this masculine in spirit, and I really hope that this brings you some clarity and some peace and a big push. So that was for Jenna Faust. Okay, so hope that helps, Jenna. Okay, all right, beautiful ones. So I've got to go cruising in the comments again and look for some more people to do some more readings for. Thank you all so much for being here. Actually, I wanted to share with you before, while I'm just sort of scrolling looking for the next people to read for. So I have just rebranded under my own name. Like I've said to you, I've been doing this work for a long time, over a decade, and yeah, I've just put all of my stuff under my own name, Rebekah-Lee. So if you go to Rebekah-Lee.com, and I'll put the website in the comments after. I've just brought out something called the Awakening Code, and basically it's like my whole life's work, over 10 years of work, research, everything around energy and archetype and the different ways that we love. Okay, so there's an Awakening Code on there where you go and answer all of these questions, and it actually takes quite a bit of time, but the information that is going to come back at you will just give you so much to sort of chew on, to have a think about, you know, where am I at with my spiritual gifts? Where am I at as a lover in a relationship? What's my tendencies to love? What do I need to get as a lover, and how do I love to sort of relate as a lover? So I will give you what your lover archetype is. I'll show you, and nothing's perfect, guys, and as I said, I've been working on this for many years. Okay, and this is the first time like I've put it out there publicly. I'll show you how blocked or unlocked your chakras are, so you'll get an idea of your chakra levels, and I'll also give you an idea of where you're sitting on the map of consciousness. So it does actually take some time to do it, so you need to sort of have a cup of tea or pour wine, and a lot of people said just going through the process of answering the questions is a big in itself, and you will get your results back, and you know, I'd just be really interested for more people to go and do that, and, you know, sort of let me know how it relates to them, because that will just help with my research as well, and what I'm doing with energy and the chakras, and how we all move forward with that. So if you go to my website, it's called the Awakening Code, and if you scroll to the bottom of the page, you can just get straight into it and get going in there. So I'll put the details in when I finish here, if you're interested in that. So that would be really wonderful. And if you have done it, I would love to hear what you felt about the results. So I want to keep working with that. So that's there, and it's free, by the way. So you're welcome to go and do that. We also work out, you know, how your aura would be looking. So we've done a lot of work behind the scenes there. So definitely. So go to Rebekah, REBECCA-Lee, LEE.com. And yeah, we're still building the website. We're looking at my shop and everything this week. That's being done, but the Awakening Code's there at the bottom if you want to have a go at that. So that is there for you. All right, so I am just looking through the comments, and I'm just going to pick some more people to see where I'm pulled for some more readings. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm just seeing Jenna's comment. My dad passed away. Oh, it just so felt like your dad. I'm going to take my jacket off. It felt like your dad, Jenna. Oh, I hope that you, I hope you really liked that message. I could just feel the emotion there. Wow, that's so cool. What a gift, honey, tonight for you. He's watching you. And he's all kind of into this sort of stuff too. Okay. I often find that from spirit, where, you know, people like that when they may not have even been into this sort of stuff in this world, and then they get over to the other side and they're like, oh, okay. They're looking at what we're all into. It's cool. All right. So I am being drawn to, Maria, Maria Luzi. Sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. Okay, I've got to keep an eye on the time too. Oh my God, jeez, it flies while we're having fun. So Maria, Leuzzi. So she's looking for general. We'll see what comes up there. Okay. Oh, Casey, hello, darling. I'm just saying you've done the Awakening Code and it was fantastic. Okay, that's awesome. I'm glad. There's a lot of information. Hey, I've put everything in it. Everything. I'm glad that you liked it. I'm actually going also with, I know something familiar about her name. I'm going with Sharon Mack. So I'm just writing your names down. Sharon is asking, I need guidance. Okay, so something general there. Okay, and I think I'm just going to just pop underneath Sharon right now, because I'm feeling Jody as well, Jody Ann. Okay, and what is she saying? I'd love to participate, feel very connected to do so. Okay, so we've got 3 generals coming up. Gosh. We'll see where we go. We'll see where we go. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to go I'm just going to pull any card, any deck. Let's see. So I'm going with Maria. And Maria, I have I'm going to give you a card from the Life Purpose deck. Okay. So again, feeling third eye stuff with you, but this seems to be for this group in general tonight. A lot of third eye awakenings happening. But when I look at blocks in the third eye, so when I take my students through the Unlock Your Love Blocks program, there's certain things in each chakra that happens at certain ages, that there's a particular theme that can block each chakra. Okay, and with the sixth chakra, specifically for tonight, it's about our perceptions of ourselves. Okay, and when we're blocked in our sixth chakra, and like a lot of people will say to me when they come to me, they want to open up their spiritual gifts. Maria, that could be you. They're like, I want to open up my third eye. Everybody wants to open up their third eye. Everybody wants to be like, have the visions, right? You know, and everybody has the capacity, you know, to have all the different spiritual gifts open, but some people are still going to have a propensity to have stronger clairvoyance than others, and some people are going to be stronger clairaudient than others, you know, but we still all do have the capacity, you know, to have each of them open. So when someone wants to look at their third eye, or when people are really struggling, you know, to see things in meditations or visualizations and things like this, is usually because there's a distortion in how they're seeing themselves. Okay, so this is where I want to go with you, Maria. There's something about the way you're seeing yourself in the mirror that's not aligned. It's not in truth with who you really are. Okay, so there's something, I'm hearing the words, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. There's something that you're saying about yourself that's actually not true. Okay, and so, you know, this could come from what somebody else has said about you, or what somebody else has tried to tell you about who you are. And, you know, people can be very clever and give all sorts of reasons why they feel you are like they are, especially when we've been in relationship with narcissists. They love to tell people that they're a certain way when actually it's a projection of who what they're not actually owning. So Maria, this could be sitting with you as well. Okay, because the card that you've got is let go. Okay, I love that beautiful unicorn there. So it just really tells me like there's so much magic, and I just, you know, I know I was drawn to a life purpose card, but I'm getting spiritual gifts about for you. But the card says walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. So there could be someone around you that I just want to say is lying to you, or isn't telling the truth. It's like they see the magic of who you are. They know who you are, but because you're feeling really low self-esteem or low confidence, when we're feeling like that, we tend to believe the bullshit of mean people or nasty people around us. So if there's someone that doesn't sort of make you feel good, it's really time to walk away from that. And, you know, I just keep seeing you look in the mirror, and you need to start saying some really beautiful things about yourself. And I'm also getting like it's not skin deep. Like this on the outside is not all of who you are. Okay, darling, I want you to go within. I want you to see your heart, your spirit, your gifts, and you know, I just feel like there's a little bit of work to do there, but you can do this. I feel like you're actually a really magical being, and you know, I would love to see you really starting to see the true you. So I think I should just leave that there, and I'm also watching the time. So I hope that helps. So that was for Maria Louise, I'm sorry, something like that. So I hope that helps, honey. And yeah, so that's another message that's just going ping, ping, ping out to many of you. Okay, so hope that helps. All right, so I'm going to Sharon Mack. And Sharon, I'm coming to you, and I'm drawn to the Earth Magic cards for you. So I need to take a drink of water. And Sharon, you might need to do the same. Yes. So Sharon, honey, I actually feel about your body. I'm just feeling your body. I'm feeling your shoulders are really sore. I feel like you've got a lot on your shoulders. So I can feel your tension in your shoulders. I don't know, sometimes you realize they're up around your neck too, but gosh, I want to say, oh, you just need to move your body, roll your shoulders, nice massage. I just feel like You're the type of person that energetically holds everything in your body. I don't even think that you realize it. You're somebody else. There was another lady earlier that doesn't breathe. I can feel like you're almost holding your breath and you're not breathing. Yes, yes, and I just feel like you're another person, the same as the other lady that I was talking about, that just needs to trust yourself more. A bit of a theme here, guys, for you all. You just need to trust yourselves more, need to breathe, need to come back into your body. Look, I feel like you have had a lot of things put on your shoulders, Sharon, that a lot of responsibilities, whether that's happening now or it's happened in the past. And that can be, I feel like it can make you a little bit too serious. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you were the eldest child, or, there was some reason in your family you had to take care of everybody. But yeah, I just feel like it's time to sort of really be clear with yourself about what you are actually responsible for and what you're not responsible for. Because you have to really be aware of how you might step in and try and, I'm getting the words, take over or take control or take on. I know you do it out of love, but I'm just getting, you need to step back a little bit more, and you need to let people kind of take care of their own shit, really, and do that for themselves, because you need to sort of be like, spirit's just turning you around, facing you in another direction, and just saying, you know what, there's all this here, there's so much for you on your path. You just need to focus on it, because you distract yourself by sort of trying to help everybody else out and do everything for everybody else. And in a way that makes you feel good, but Spirit's just saying in a way it's holding you back too. So it might feel like you're doing the right thing, or this is your purpose, or that's what you need to do. But if that's friends or family, you've really got to sort of let them to it. And perhaps you need to focus on your purpose, and perhaps there's a whole field that you need to be going in where you can help people that it's healthy for you to help them. Like, that's your work, that's your purpose. When you're doing that with your family and your friends and, the close people around you, sometimes, it gets out of balance, and it's not good for your relationships. You need to step back and let people sort of be responsible for themselves and their own life. You got the Shaman card as well. See what I'm saying, guys? Like, when people come in, there's such an energy that there's a lot of common themes for one group of people that come together. Like, we're in this field of energy together. You are all drawn here tonight at the same time. There's so many common themes, and, there's so many shamans in this group. And it's interesting because, how I was saying, like, you're taking on the energy, and you can feel like the energy all in your body. And, this is what traditionally shamans would do. They would take on the energy of their client or their patient, okay, and they would transmute that energy and heal it, so to speak, and then put it back into the body. And because there's no wisdom passed down anymore in any of our cultures, okay, we come to this earth and we're these amazing, powerful beings, and we don't even know what we're doing. We don't even realize who we are and how powerful we are and what healing capacities we have. And these, uninitiated, untrained shamans as such, walking around taking on all this energies and just holding people's energies in their bodies and not releasing it. Okay. So that's the easiest way I can explain it in a nutshell. And I know I'm going over my time, but that's what I want to say for you, Sharon. Like, there's just this, I just want to say, just leave people with their own stuff. I want you to focus on you and do what you want to do. Okay. So I hope that helps. I can't believe it's like nearly been an hour, and I know I'm going over, and I'm sure I don't know if someone's coming on, but I'll just be mega quick. And if there's someone coming on now, I'm super sorry. And I've just got Jody Ann here, and I said that I would pull Jody Ann a quick card. And so Jody, I'm going to pull you the Love Blocks card. So Sharon, I hope that helps, honey. And, you know, anybody that wants to connect with me, send me a message on my Facebook page. I'll go in after I've finished the live and I'll put in my details. So if you want to sort of hang around, ask me a question or get in contact with me, I'll put my details in as soon as I get off the live. Anyone I did a reading tonight want to sort of say anything or ask anything else, I'm perfectly okay for you to do that. Okay, so I am now with Jody Ann, and Jody, I'm pulling you a Love Blocks card. So just got to tune into Jody's energy. You feel really strong, Jody. Actually, you actually feel really centered and solid. I feel like you're sweating on something. That's what the words I'm getting. You're sweating on something. You're waiting for something to happen. And I just had a card fall out. Excuse me. Okay, so this might be it because you got the making decision card. And so this card says there's no wrong decision. So often people put off making a decision. They procrastinate because they're worried that they're going to, you know, get it wrong. They're going to fuck it up, or they're going to make the wrong decision. It's like, you know, I do feel like you're really solid, and I do feel like you're strong and that you can trust yourself. Like I said, I'm just getting that, that just sweating on something. I just feel like you know what to do. I actually feel like, I actually feel like you're super clear and you usually do know what to do. And sometimes that can be your own, that can be to your own detriment. Some people would just love to know what to do. God, I wish I know. But I feel like if you go out of, your head and into your belly, okay, and trust the gut, I feel like you'll know exactly what to do and exactly what's going to happen. What will I win? What I'm sweating on for my son. Okay, I just feel everything's just very strong and solid with you. So it feels, I just feel like you're going to get what you want. Do you know what I mean? I feel like a really strong, positive energy with you. Just stay clear, like I said. Be in your gut. If you start getting up here and it's just going to weaken your energy. I feel like you've got a really strong energy field. You're very, very sure about things. So don't let the mind start flip-flopping you. Yes. And you just need to you just got to get through this, okay? And there's big learnings in here, and there'll be things that'll come from this afterwards that, you know, will make you even stronger, okay? So trust your gut, be in your center, and just remember there's no right or wrong. Just trust your journey. Stay strong within yourself. Look after yourself. Look after your body. And I'm seeing you meditating and listening to music. Like you just need to get yourself out of your mind. So moving, you need to move. You just got to get yourself out of your mind sometimes, because that can really mess you up. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps, honey. So that was for Jody. Yes, I can feel that for you. Jody's just saying she feels centered and she's come this far. Absolutely, I can feel that. That's so amazing, honey. Thank you all so much. I can't believe that's been an hour, more than an hour. I've got an hour on the show. That's my agreement with Sarah. So that's just went super, super fast. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll be here again next Wednesday night. So I'm here every Wednesday night, 7:15 Brisbane time, for an hour. As I said, I'll put my details in if anyone wants to contact me. Sending you all lots of love. I hope there was some message in there for you, for all of you, somehow in there. So, thank you. Bye.